Hey everybody, welcome to episode 14 of Shit Talking with Ellen, season 2, episode 4, but episode 14 of Shit Talking with Ellen. I'm Ian.
I'm Frankie.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Ellen.
And, okay, so it's finally my episode of the second season. Finally.
It's only been 4 episodes.
That's 4 episodes too many. That's 4 episodes too many. And also, we went on hiatus, so I haven't had an episode since
For the summer.
like before we left for summer. So.
Yeah, but you had the final episode, also our most viewed episode.
Yeah, so that's why you should have me host more often.
We all get equal chances.
This is called Shit Talking with Ellen, not Fuck Tards with Ian.
It should be called Fuck Tards with Ian.
That's funny. Good job, Jenna.
Thanks, Ellen.
Good improv.
Now Jenna can leave the show. She hit her high. She
See
did
you
downhill.
later.
Yep.
I'm retired.
Good.
Oh.
No, but since it's my episode and I got to pick the topic, I decided to pick the most familiar topic for myself, other than Disney and other than films.
We've done films. So.
Yeah, we already done
Disney.
those.
Well, we did Disney films.
We did
We
Disney
did
twice.
Disney films too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
we
said we
did.
didn't do just films. We
Yeah.
did Disney films.
Yeah.
Then we did Disney World. That was
Yep.
That was a
Disney
great
in season
episode.
one. Yeah.
Not enough
There was
Disney.
a lot of-
Anywho,
Jesus.
today's episode,
Yeah.
I want to talk about
the wonderful world of Disney.
Films. Again, part 2.
Walt
part,
Disney's dick
part
size.
2. Although if you look at Disney when he was younger, he was such a daddy. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
See? This is what I mean. He was fucking racist.
He was fucking racist.
Oh my god. Okay, this is
Fucking.
Anywho,
You know.
thank you, Ellen.
Move on.
Ellen's tired tonight, so this is gonna be a very loopy
It's
episode.
been a day.
Okay,
Hungover.
No, I don't get hungover.
Okay.
I've been hungover once in my life.
Ellen got drunk last night, you guys.
I was
But
and we
anywho,
went
she's still
in
is.
at the gay bar. It was lit.
anywho, okay, back to me.
Fine.
Fuck you, Jenna.
It's not always
Anywho,
about you, Ian.
It's not Fuck Tards with Ian.
It's about me.
That's right, Ellen.
fuck tards with Ellen.
No. It's Shit Talking with Ellen.
Yeah, we already
Fuck Tards.
Okay, today's episode is gonna be about musicals. Musicals, you guys, musicals.
Wow.
musicals.
Musical.
Musicals.
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 Musicals are just cows
said
roaming a stage.
I didn't say musical. I said musical.
You said musical.
Musical. You didn't hear me.
I heard you. I got ears. They work.
Just wait till you edit it. You'll know.
I'm
till you
gonna-
read the comments.
I'll edit it so it says, it'll just be like, we're talking about musicals.
Have some cows in there.
So, guys, my question for you:
What's your question to us?
what is? It's multiple questions, because you know that's how I am.
Is it multiple choice questions?
No, it's not
Is
true
it-
false
is it
either.
short?
It's open ended.
It's a short answer.
Oh
It's a
no,
short
how many
answer.
sentences?
20.
Oh
20.
god,
That's
that's
a
a
short
fucking
answer.
essay.
An essay is like 5 paragraphs.
Novel.
That's a Dr. Seuss novel.
Same.
But no. So, what is your favorite musical? What is your least favorite musical?
There's too many questions at once.
Fuck you.
I forgot the first question.
All right, then I'll just go one at a time.
Thank you.
So, guys, what's your favorite musical and why?
Do we have to narrow it down to one?
You can have as many as you want.
Oh, thank the Lord, because I can't.
But
do just one.
I'm gonna start with the other musically inclined person.
Hey!
Yeah, fuck you.
Ellen and I
I'm
know
a
music.
musical inclined person.
Are you? Ellen?
Man.
I'm in band.
I'm like musical theater inclined.
Yeah, and whose clarinet are you currently using? That's right, mine.
Listen, I have no choice, and you offered it to me, so stop holding it over my head.
Also, I can play like 3 keys on the piano now.
Fucking so can everyone in this universe.
So, it's all because of Jenna. So Jenna, what is your favorite musical and why?
Matilda.
Yes. Why Matilda?
So, Matilda is the only show that I've seen on Broadway because I've only been to New York once, and that was the show that we went to see for my band trip that year.
What an awesome show to
I
see
know, it
for
was
a band trip.
Yeah,
Gorgeous and
Never been to Broadway.
and all of it was just like perfect. Like the story is, it follows the movie. If y'all know the movie,
Does it follow the book?
It follows the book very well.
yeah, I think it follows the book more than the movie does.
Is there the scene with the fat kid eating the chocolate cake?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a
Happy.
whole song about that.
Yeah, there's a whole song.
Our T-shirts for that band trip were about that. Was about that song.
It ends the first act.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Or
It's
listened to its
gorgeous.
soundtrack.
I know you
I
haven't, but
listen
I'm
to
telling you
soundtrack
this so
all
that
the
maybe you
time.
could see it.
I didn't even know.
But yeah, like all the songs are great. The acting was great. There's so many kids that make me feel bad about myself because they're such great actors, and they're only kids. But like all the stage directions, like all the props, everything was just so perfect when we went, and like that was the show that really made me want to do pit orchestra, and that's like a reason as to why I wanted to be a music performance major, which I'm not anymore. But I still want to do like pit work because I love pit orchestras, and playing in pits is so much fun. And oh my god, this is just so beautiful. Frankie.
What's up?
Frankie, what's yours?
I got a few, but I'll stick with one right now and then do more. My favorite musical is Anything Goes. I like most of the 1920s romantic comedy musicals.
Decent one.
Nerd.
I am a nerd, but I like all those. And Anything Goes has my favorite songs. The Friendship song, which is the best song.
Which is F is
Which
for
is great.
friends who
Yeah, no, shut your mouth, shut your mouth, shut your mouth. That is an inferior song. No, that's an inferior song. Shut it up, Ellen. Ellen, copyright. Ellen, copyright. Ellen, that was a parody song, everyone.
Fair use.
Fair use for parody.
But can you,
They
like,
couldn't
all
even
tune
hear
up to
it. You are screaming over me.
Yeah, because you're gonna get us taken down.
But anywho,
There'll only be one copyright
Nobody
strike.
knows.
We got 2 more.
No, but I like the soundtrack of Anything Goes. I like Cole Porter, who wrote the lyrics for it. The one song Near the Top is super great because it's just Cole Porter going, how many references to different things can I make in
Yeah.
one song?
what do they reference in that song? Do
They
you have the lyrics
reference.
pulled up?
I don't have all the lyrics put up,
Sing
but I
it.
have some of the things that they have.
Yeah, sing it.
They reference the Colosseum in Rome. They
Yes.
reference Mickey Mouse,
Mm-hmm.
the Nile, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the smile on the Mona Lisa, Mahatma Gandhi, Napoleon Brandy, and they make all these references, and it's super super fun. And the show itself is super hilarious. It's kind of racist
A little bit.
because there's
That's
these
why
like
you like
stereotypical Chinese people in the show.
That's why you like it.
That's why I like it, the racism. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I like it because it's just really fun.
Yeah.
And I like the 1920s romantic comedies. I think they're the best musicals out there.
Nice. Ellen, what is your favorite and why?
I like Phantom of the Opera. That's my fave.
Okay.
Because I like the eeriness of it. I like the soundtrack a lot. Like I like the story, just like and like the backstory of the Phantom and stuff like that, and how there's like a little bit of history in it and stuff. I don't know. It's just a good all-around musical.
You have a favorite song from that musical?
I like I really like I like Masquerade,
Ooh, I love Masquerade.
and I like the Mirror song too. Yes.
I wanna interject that favorite musical for a second.
She's
So
gonna
like
come at you.
I okay.
She's
no.
coming at you hard.
She's
Fucking
into Matilda.
Matilda's a good show.
No, I do
So-
like Matilda.
So
You've never seen Matilda music.
so-
I like the movie though.
So
It's a good movie.
So, I too enjoy the musical greatly. Like you said, the music is just like
Classic.
shocking almost for like the time period it was made.
Is it
But-
though? It was made in the 80s.
But like how dark it was, and the fact that it
I-
was actually an opera.
Well,
In
that's
the
also, it's also
80s.
because it's Andrew Lloyd Webber, and he's kind of known to be a hack.
Well, yeah, I mean, like all of his stuff is like out there.
Yeah.
But like anyway, I for the life of me cannot remember what version of the movie I saw.
Is it the good one with
I don't know, but it was really
Hugh
fucking
Grant?
long.
is Hugh Grant in that movie?
No, Hugh Grant is not in that movie.
I don't know.
Are you talking about the one with fucking Gerard Butler as the
Yeah, Joel Schumacher made it, and Gerard Butler. Love that movie.
I don't.
I love both
Like I
versions.
said, for the life of me, I can't remember what version it was.
I have a question. I can determine. Was it
What?
in color?
Yes.
Then it was the Joel Schumacher version.
That doesn't mean was it the actual?
It wasn't a musical. It was a movie.
Oh, see, it's not Joel
Wait,
Schumacher.
there was no music.
There are
Oh.
about
Well, there was music in it, but it
there's
wasn't a musical.
more than 50
Yeah,
movie
there's-
versions of the
yeah.
Phantom of the Opera.
But like the one I saw,
It's too
like
many
it has such a deep story, and like there were so many like connections between all of the characters, and like you really felt for them. And I know it's difficult to portray that in musicals because for one, you don't really have as much time, and you have to put it to music, and sometimes that can take away from a lot of the emotion. But I just felt like I freaking hated Raoul, and I felt like they could have done so much more with Madame Curie and the Phantom.
Madame Curie.
Yeah.
Madame Curie.
Found the science person, scientist.
Yes, Marie Curie. But I mean, that's the only reason I don't like it, because I did see that version of the movie, and I just felt like the storyline was so much better
In the movie?
in the movie. Yeah, it was lit.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like
that's my
you
favorite.
never saw his face in the movie. Like
Yeah.
it was always like there was even one point I remember so clearly.
Oh.
Like his mask was like it wasn't like the half, it was like a
the-
full mask.
I know
And
exactly
then
which
there-
version you're
there's
talking about.
there's one scene where he's wearing like a gold one rather than a white one, and he goes to take it off, and you're just like, oh my god, we're gonna see his face! Holy crap! And like underneath it is just the white one, and like that's like the only funny thing in the movie.
That's
but like I just
funny
remember
as
laughing
shit.
so hard.
That's so funny. I didn't see that
It's
one.
hilarious, but that's like the only part that's funny. The rest is like dead serious.
But like I've seen it on Broadway, so it was lit. I saw it like twice on Broadway.
I'm assuming I'm the only person here who has not seen a musical on Broadway.
You
I've
should-
only seen one.
you
Yes,
should
but I've
go.
seen none.
I live close, so like I would go like every year.
If you go on the New York trip, you will.
You're funny. You're
I know, no, I know.
lion.
All right, Shit Talkin' with Ellen road trip to New York to Broadway
Let's do it.
Yo,
to show Frankie.
I'm
musical.
down.
Listen, when you hear the musicals that later that I tell you that are coming to Broadway, you'll want to go. You'll want to go. All right.
Well, I want to go though.
Yes,
Probably.
because I will stuff you in a bag and drag you there.
That doesn't
Yeah,
mean
I
I
will-
want to go.
I will stuff you. I will take out your organs and then stuff you. And
But then he can't enjoy it because he'll be dead.
good. Good.
So Ian, what's your favorite musical?
Like you don't already know. Okay, so
I already know.
you do already know
I'm
because I
waiting
talk
for
about
it.
it all the time. So my favorite musical in the whole wide world is
Wait a second. Before you do it, do you want to do more of a build up to it?
Oh,
Yes.
Are we gonna guess? Is it?
No, not that. It's just,
Is
no.
is it Spider-Man? Turn off the dark.
no, it's Mamma Mia.
Mama.
I'm kidding. It's not Mamma Mia. Fuck
Carrie.
Mamma Mia.
It's Carrie.
It's Carrie. No, it's Pippin.
Kinky Boots.
Yes.
I do love Kinky Boots, but Pippin is my all-time favorite musical.
Pippin
It's such.
It's so like crazy.
It's such a
Like the first time you watch it, you have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. And I like anyone who knows me knows I love weird shows. Like of course I had my phase where I loved all the cookie cutter shit, but now like as I've grown up and gotten older and been a little more exposed to more theater because of my major, I'm not gonna lie, that's been key to that. But like now, give me all like the weirdest shit. Give me like the not normal stuff. Give me the things that delve deeper.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause like we did that. We did Pippin in high school. I think my junior year, and so many people left the first show, going like, "What the actual fuck?" Cause like I was in Pitt for that show, and and like my mom came to see me, and she like the whole ride home she was just asking me questions, and I'm like, I told you to research it before you came, and you didn't. That's your own fault.
It's such a great show that like and it's so relatable to people our age, I feel, because it's for those of you who don't know what Pippin is about, it's basically about this prince who has graduated school and now he's just trying to find his place in the world and find out, where he belongs, what does he want to do and all that. And there's nothing more relatable to us than that.
I'm sorry, is that what it's about?
And like,
Yeah.
I thought that was the play within the play.
Yeah.
where
That's
the
the play
person,
within the play.
Where the person who plays the prince ends up getting fucking murdered.
Well, yeah.
yeah. Well,
Same.
there's also like a couple different endings to it.
Spoiler alert to
Wow.
Pippin.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just fucked
40
everyone.
like-
years old, get over it.
But
It
like
is 40 years
there are multiple endings to it, and like everyone that puts it on does something different for the end, but it all has somewhat of the same like
Connotation
meaning to
and
it.
meaning.
Yeah. Sometimes he actually dies. Sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fucking Theo. I think
Theo,
in most
as-
of them, Theo becomes the next.
Yeah.
Pippin.
Theo, as we all know, the eldest and only son of the Huxtable family on the Cosby Show.
Shut the fuck up. Whatever happened to him? Is he doing
Dude,
anything?
he was in a couple episodes of Suits as like a counselor for prisoners.
I don't watch
Good
Suits.
for him.
Suits.
So it's a good show. It's about lawyers. It's about a guy who.
That sounds terrible.
It's about a guy who has a photographic memory and pretends to be a lawyer and practices law.
That
even though
sounds
he's
like
not
Psych.
actually a lawyer.
I would like to point
It's-
something out.
It's a less funny version.
Ellen, have you seen Pippin?
I have it in high school. Like, it was a high school play.
I'm shocked
Right.
that everybody here has seen Pippin because I literally thought it was like I know it's
Like too weird, but
Like, I
it
know
was
it's-
so hyped a few years ago.
I know it's known
Yeah.
because of that recent revival, but I thought it was still under.
Well, see, I just saw
Underground.
Pippin
Yeah.
this year.
I know you just saw Pippin.
I
this
saw
year.
Pippin this year because Ian was in a production of Pippin.
I was in a production
And
of
so
Pippin.
I went to see him in it, and I really liked the version that they did,
Yeah, we did a really fun version.
where it was like a fucking cult.
Yeah, we made it into a cult basically,
Yeah.
and we did the performance is like our initiation and ritual, and then the Pippin that we kill is like our sacrifice.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it took place in a park, a rundown park, and we were a gang of sorts. It was really cool.
We did-
It's been a long time since I've
Do you know how
seen
they
it, so
indicated
I
they
don't
were a gang?
remember. What?
They snapped a lot.
Shut
That's
the
what-
fuck up! No, we
That's what
didn't.
gangs do in music.
It
They gotta
is.
snap.
Okay.
I can't snap, so I was not in that little circle.
But you saw it in high school.
Yeah, it was a high school production. It wasn't our high school. I think it was it was someone else's, but close to us. But
Nice.
yeah, so I don't really remember it.
Yeah.
But I saw it.
Yeah, it's
And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I remember liking it. So
Yeah, ours was the circus theme. So
Yeah.
we made the typical tent and stuff. But what I really liked about it is that literally everyone who was working on the show is a character.
yeah.
So usually you have your actors, and then you have your stage crew, and then you have your crew, and you have your musicians. In Pippin, the actors are of course actors, But then the stage crew, the light crew, and the musicians are all also actors. So
Yeah,
like when
they're
I was in the pit, I mean we had to wear all black because we're a pit, but we also did face makeup. Like everyone in like who was
Yeah.
in the cast had like some crazy design on their face, and so we did it too. And because we were characters, because some of the characters on stage interact with us, so that
That's
we
really
had parts as well.
That's cool.
I just
It's just a whole bunch of breaking the fourth wall, and it's awesome.
yeah, and it's such a magical show. Like,
Deadpool musical.
shut up, Frankie. Yeah, that's my and it has my dream role. I want to be the leading player one day, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
Pippin has some great songs.
Pippin has great songs too.
I sing them all the time.
Ugh, me too. You hear me sing them all the time. So, but yeah, that's favorites.
I love Pippin.
I do too.
It's so colorful and bright, and then you watch it and you're like, oh shit, this is not what I thought it was.
No, it's much darker,
Yeah.
and I like that.
It's so fun.
All right, well, on to speaking of like favorites and like other things. I guess we can do like if we've seen enough musicals. What's your least favorite musical?
Oh, can we talk about other ones we like before we talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about other ones we like.
Mentions.
Like honorable mentions.
Yeah,
or
honorable
favorites?
mentions. Do that.
Awesome.
Frankie, you
I
want to
got
start?
one, yeah. Oh my god, someone's staring at me.
Just
No.
ones that we all like. Or,
I fucking love, even though I've never seen it, I love its soundtrack and I love the story of it. $1 Million Quartet.
So I
Because
was expecting.
because I love 50s rock and roll. I think that's my favorite era of music. And so the $1 Million Quartet, the storyline is great. So like there's this record company, Sun Records, and Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis all got their start recording for Sun Records. And the story is that in real life, the four of them went down there one day because they all had to talk to the owner and manager of Sun Records, and they ended up doing an impromptu recording session. And it's the only time the four of them have ever done anything together. And they called them the $1 Million Quartet, and Sun Records released it. And it's a really cool thing. It's just these four musicians at the top of their game at the time having a jam session. And so the musical was about like the stories of their careers up to the point where like they leave Sun Records, and it goes a little bit beyond that, but it's super fun the way it's set up because it's a super small cast, because it mainly just focuses on like the four musicians and then Sam, the owner of Sun Records. And the way they introduce everyone is someone comes on and then they sing one of their songs, and like for the first few lines there's a freeze. Like everyone else on stage is frozen except for Sam and the musician. And it's like Sam's recording him singing the song, and then they stop and they do a little bit of dialogue, and then it goes back to the song, but everyone in the background is now moving and doing things. And I just love that music so much. It's not none of the songs in there I think are original songs. They're all just like the recordings of those four guys, but I love that music.
There's a scene like that in Matilda too. I mean, like, no.
there is
I'm
a
not,
scene
I'm
like
not,
that.
I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, Matilda's the best musical.
Although you are.
No, but
You should love it.
I'm just trying to explain that, like, I understand like the impact of that scene, cause like, like when someone takes center stage and like literally the world around them ceases.
Yeah.
It's so powerful, and it's just amazing to watch like anyone pull that off. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is difficult to do, to like have something going on behind you, and like you are just like placed in like their world, and it's just crazy.
I love it. Any others that you guys like?
I have a question
For you.
No, there's no questions. This is talking about honorable mentions time.
Can this question wait for a little bit?
Yes.
Well, it has to do with the honorable mentions. Unless
Sure.
you have a plan later, but like,
Sure.
are we talking about just stage musicals?
Or what about movie musicals?
Depends on the movie musical, I feel.
Okay.
'Cause
I
if we're-
liked Aida.
Aida.
I don't know. I I saw it in high school once.
It's
and I
such a
thought
great
it was-
musical.
They did a really great job.
It's a musical version of the opera.
Who the fuck is Aida?
It's an Egyptian pharaoh.
Nubian princess
Yes.
who is captured by the pharaoh and is
Yes.
made a slave.
Ooh,
And then she
of
falls
what
in love.
sort?
You know what kind of sort.
Oh,
And then she falls in love with the captain of the guards, and they have like a secret romance, and like the captain of the guards is like forcibly getting married to the pharaoh's daughter, who's white as fuck in this version. Because apparently in Egypt all people were white.
yes.
So
It
yeah,
helps them reflect the sun.
it's basically that sort of plot,
Okay.
and it ends with like them both dying.
I'd never heard of Aida.
I really liked
The music
music.
is the music's by Elton John.
What? Elton John?
Yeah.
I liked the music.
Yeah, Elton John did the
soundtrack
music.
was really
My
good.
man.
And
The
Tim
man
Rice,
whose
who did-
music is also in Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. And
I was thinking The Lion King, but you went with Romeo and Juliet.
And
Alright.
it's the same pairing that did the music of The Lion King, Elton John and Tim Rice. So
Oh.
So one of us here went with The Lion King. Great movie, great musical.
Yeah.
Another person went with Romeo and Juliet.
Because I was trying
Another
to make
great
the point
musical.
that this musical, Aida, sounds super legit and intense, and fucking Romeo and Juliet is just a fucking gag.
Are you trying to make a comparison between these two storylines?
Yes.
I mean, they're both
I
based
mean, The
off of
Lion
Shakespeare.
King is also fucking Hamlet, so.
Yeah, they're both based off of Shakespeare. More Shakespeare musicals. That's what I need in life.
Yes.
Anywho, any more honorable mentions?
Yes.
Go.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
How did I know that was coming?
Because it's beautiful. Ah! And the musical is better than the fucking Disney movie.
I've never seen
I don't
Because it
disagree.
follows the book.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I'd like to send a direct message to the audience. Don't read books, they give you curses. Just
Yeah.
stick with video games and movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And memes.
Although I will say that I had a discussion with somebody earlier who's also a humongous fan of Hunchback of Notre Dame and was very upset that it never had a Broadway like premiere
Yeah.
because it only because it's only been in like LA and a place in New Jersey, two of the biggest regional houses actually in the US, and it's not going to Broadway, and a lot of
Yeah.
people were very upset.
Yeah.
And I feel my personal opinion is the reason that it's not going to go to Broadway. It's because it's not what
people expect.
it's not what Americans expect.
And then people are gonna bring their kids and they're gonna be like, "Ah, shit, I shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that."
It's not what we like most Americans would expect out of a Disney musical.
Yeah.
Because I feel like ever since Mary Poppins and on, a lot of the Disney musicals that have premiered on Broadway have been aimed for kids. This is
Yeah.
a kids show.
Yeah.
You know, well, Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, they were for everyone. You know, everyone can go see it. So I just feel like because this wasn't something that you could take your kids to, a lot of people. Are you making fun of me?
I'm saying fuck kids, and I'm also making fun of you.
True. But don't fuck kids. That's pedophilia. Anyhow.
That's true.
But like, I guess because it's not, because like it premiered originally, the musical originally premiered in Germany. For those who don't know, and you know, Europe is
Was it sung in German too?
yeah,
That's
sung in
beautiful.
German.
That would have been the most hideous musical ever.
It's actually very beautiful.
German's not a beautiful
gorgeous.
language to speak.
But it's a beautiful language to sing.
Is it?
Yes.
It is.
All those
Yes.
hard K's and. Oh, you gotta have a lot of phlegm when you speak German, and so I don't.
It's beautifully
Come to the
sung.
student recitals. A lot of people sing German.
It's beautifully
It's
sung.
great.
Sing the real language of romance, Italian.
Mamma mia, Guido Cantini, Guido Cantini.
Italian!
9.
French. French is a nice language.
But yeah, that's just my opinion on Hunchback.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if you know what you're getting yourself into,
It's a great show. Yeah.
you will cry. And if you don't cry, you have no soul.
Well,
On the back of that, another serious musical
I hate you.
that I like
I already don't like this.
is Book of Mormon.
Okay, I thought this was gonna be so bad.
Super serious. No, Book of Mormon is super great.
Book of Mormon is
It
great.
was.
Matt and Trey are the fucking best writers.
Shout out to Matt and Trey.
Shout out to Matt and Trey for just being the best writers for like 20 plus years on everything that they do.
Good
Shout
for
out to that musical just being offensive, and they don't give a fuck
Yeah.
that it is offensive. I just love it for that reason, because it's so offensive and they don't give a fuck, and it's become super popular in America
And around the world.
and around the world, but it's super weird in America especially because it's such a Christian nation. And one of the songs is literally just saying "fuck you, God."
Yeah.
They just parade around the stage yelling "fuck you, God," and it's a great song, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Asadika Ibawa is a great
It's
song.
it's one of the best songs in that show.
And like the opening of that show with "Hello" is just amazing, and the original Broadway cast with Josh Gad.
I'm curious, like, not to like keep going into like philosophical things with these musicals, but I'm curious if like the reason why people like, especially in America, aren't getting offended is because they know it's Trey and Matt doing it.
Probably.
Maybe, but also it's Mormonism, and people don't take Mormonism seriously.
It's
Yeah.
like Scientology. We don't take it seriously.
Yeah, Mormonism is like one step above Scientology, in
But
my
it's like
opinion, for
half a
being
step.
taken seriously. Well, I'd say a step, because Mitt Romney ran for president. He was Mormon.
I actually have a
Oh.
friend who was Mormon, and they went to see that musical and they loved it.
Yeah, because they're not really saying like, yo, this is bad,
Yeah.
like fuck this. They're
Yeah.
more like being like wink wink nudge nudge Mormons, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's not like offensive.
Yeah.
It's pretty offensive.
It's just funny.
It is funny.
It's just really fucking funny.
It's super hilarious, and it's super clever, too.
Yeah.
Like, its comedy isn't like beat you over the head. This is a joke. Let us explain it to you after we say it's a joke and pause to give you time to laugh. It's just clever.
Yeah.
Like everything that they write is just clever and crude.
Yeah, you're right. Ellen, do you have any honorable mentions?
I don't think I have any more. I don't know.
Okay. That's fine.
Ian, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do. Jenna has one, I feel.
I have another one, yeah.
Do you want to
Back
go?
in Notre Dame, too.
Les Mis.
Uh,
I like Les Mis.
Fuck the French.
Fuck you.
Alright then.
Talk about Les Mis, babe.
So, I liked it because for the most part, it was very historically accurate. I mean, like they were fictional characters, but in a historically accurate environment.
Someone historically stole a loaf of bread.
No.
Aladdin. Aladdin. It was Aladdin. Les Mis was based off Aladdin. I know everything now.
What do you have to say to me, Brandon?
What I have to say is that I don't believe back then one cop would be so fucking determined over this bread
I
piece
didn't say
that he would dedicate his
characters.
life.
I said the characters were in. They were in.
Where was the guillotine?
Historic-
Where was all the beheadings?
What?
It's in the French Revolution. Where were all the beheadings?
There was still a lot of fucking death.
Yes, but I didn't see one head rolling.
There's death everywhere.
Wow.
Always.
All around me are familiar.
Hey, okay, and no, shut it up. We gotta stop. Okay.
Copyright.
Talk
Fair
about
use.
Les Mis.
Fair
How
use.
much? Why do you love Les Mis besides being historically accurate?
Les Mis. The
Accurate.
music.
Stop.
I like the music. It's
Yeah.
very catchy.
The
like
music
it
is
just gets in your head.
gorgeous.
This is coming from the person that just like Les Mis.
Les Mis is Aladdin.
But yeah.
I liked Aladdin's music too. So there we go.
I'm talking about fucking Les Mis right now. Shut that up.
They're connected. It's a conspiracy.
Illuminati
They both
confirmed.
stole
Oh
bread.
my god.
Bread is a thing.
Bread is the Illuminati.
Well, Aladdin does steal a French baguette.
Yeah.
So So
In Agrabah.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he
The
steal
bread
like?
travels.
So did Jean?
like pants.
Wait, so did Jean Valjean steal an Agrabah loaf of bread?
An Agrabah bun.
An Agrabah bun.
Oh my god, my mind is open now. I have seen.
Okay, but no. So like, the most recent movie version with Anne Hathaway and all them's, like, that was
atrocious.
the filmography was better than I expected.
Cinematography.
The cinematography.
It was no, cause like
Frankie and I are in a film class.
no,
we can
cause
like.
I'm like I don't mean like
Do you mean the camera work, like
Yes.
the shot? That's cinematography.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been lied to. Anyway, like the sets were and like the shots were better than I expected.
Man, if only if it was a silent film. Because anytime Russell Crowe opens,
But-
that's the thing.
Really? Oh my god, no. I was like really impressed actually.
But Russell Crowe
I didn't think he could sing that well.
didn't sing
I was
that well.
I was surprised
Would
because I was
prefer to
expecting to be
Gorilla.
really disappointed.
Would have
but
preferred a gorilla in that role.
wow. Anyway, I was also impressed by that movie because all of the singing was recorded then and there. It wasn't like they were lip syncing to it or like they put a recording over it. They sang all of it, I think, except for the opening, which is something that no one's ever done before in a movie musical, which was interesting. And was it done incredibly well? No, but like it's a good step for movies.
Les Mis, I have seen the movie.
Yeah.
And I've seen the live show. Admittedly, it was a middle school performance of the show.
Oh
So
god.
it wasn't high class.
Don't talk.
But wait, I've seen the movie multiple times. And none of the songs from that show ever stick with me.
You don't. Okay.
Really?
None of them do. I just don't feel
See-
a connection with that show.
See, random days I'll be like singing different parts from different songs from that movie.
I mean, in band we sing fucking "Look Down" every day because that's what we're doing. Looking
Oh.
down
Well, I don't sing
because we're
that in band every
standing
day,
in our grave.
but I do like that song.
None of the songs have ever stuck with me.
As somebody who has seen the show live
Same.
and that middle school production and that movie, it's alright. It's alright. It's very long.
It
It's
is long.
very long.
That
Read the
is-
fucking book.
I know the book
It's
is
so
long.
short compared to the fucking book.
Don't read books.
I was gonna say, oh my god, the book is gonna be so much longer. Not gonna read the book.
But-
we just talked about this. Don't read books.
You
I'm
know,
not gonna read the book.
it's a good musical. And I get the song stuck in my head too, so.
Yeah.
Frankie, you're just in the minority again.
Frankie, you suck.
Okay, well, I don't think it's that great.
Well, you suck.
I would
don't
give
think
it
you're
a
that
D.
Although, you wanna know a musical that is
Not
great?
letter grading these musicals.
I wish we were.
You know what musical is great? That is my honorable mention.
No,
What?
and I don't care.
Ooh.
Jenna,
I'm just kidding.
but, but
Please enlighten us.
it is Into the Woods. I love Into the Woods.
I've never seen the whole thing.
Never seen anything from it or heard anything from it.
I've seen.
I know
I've
James
seen
Corden's in
I've
the
seen
movie.
the movie.
I know a lot of the music because everyone was fucking singing it my senior year of high school. But
It is.
I've only seen like the first half of the first.
It has
half.
good music.
Such great music, such lyrical genius by Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim is the god of theater, and I will hear no other. Well, Stephen Schwartz is also the god of theater. They're just gods.
What about Harvey?
There's multiple gods.
Harvey Firestein?
Yeah.
Harvey Firestein is a god of theater, but he's a god of acting and writing plays.
There's difference.
What about Hairspray?
Hairspray is a great musical.
Okay.
Oh, I like Hairspray. It takes place in Baltimore.
Yeah. But Into the
The
Woods.
one problem with Hairspray.
I am talking about Into the Woods. Into the Woods is such a
Because
great
when Baltimore
show.
wasn't such a bad place, though. I'm
I-
sorry.
I think I've seen Into the Woods. Like, I think I've seen 3 different productions and the movie. So I've seen it at least 4 times.
I've just seen the movie, but I liked it.
Such a great show. It's also the same guy that did Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Sweeney
Oh,
Todd?
Sweeney Todd.
Why don't you like Sweeney
Are
Todd,
you-
Frankie?
I've never seen anything from it.
Well, guess what we're gonna watch soon.
I saw it last semester.
I know
So I
none
saw
of
it
the
last
music
year.
from Sweeney Todd.
It's.
It's so great.
You're gonna come watch it with me.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Yes, I like.
Ooh, I'm busy.
No,
What day
you're
is
not.
that? What day is that? I'm busy.
Right now.
Ooh, I'm busy.
You're not busy.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
What?
Honorable mention
Yeah.
up top.
Uh-huh.
Both the musical and the movie.
Okay.
But especially the movie. It has the vocal talents of one Mr. John Travolta.
Are you gonna say fucking
We're
Grease?
talking about Grease. I love Grease. I don't care. Fuck. I love Grease.
See,
I think Grease is a great movie and a great musical.
This is why.
Okay, I will argue that it makes a better movie than a musical. It makes a better movie.
I can agree with that.
The movie is better. than
Because-
I like the movie.
Because the music actually sticks with you. Grease Lightning is a classic song.
I'm gonna go fetch Jenna. She walked away. You continue talking.
Grease Lightning is a fantastic song, and it has my favorite song ever from or one of my favorite songs ever from a musical, which is the Ian. Do you know the name of that song from the musical?
The
where-
one that Jordan Fisher sang.
The one that Jordan Fisher sang in Grease Live. I forget the name of
Those
the song.
magic changes.
Those Magic Changes is one of the best songs in a musical ever. I love that song.
Radio.
Yeah. And then the movie adds like Frankie Valli to it with Grease as the word. Oh, fucking. Speaking of Frankie Valli, also like Jersey Boys.
Fuck Jersey Boys. I hate Jersey Boys. But I want to hear before we go on my tirade of Jersey Boys. Jenna, talk about Grease. Why you don't like Grease?
It's not good.
Jenna's not good.
Why is it not good, Jenna?
Jenna's a weirdo.
What was that? What did you say?
I said Jenna's a weirdo.
Yeah, Jenna is a weirdo for not liking Grease. And if there's any other weirdos out there that don't like Grease, like, comment, and subscribe.
Like,
If you don't like Grease,
share with your friends.
if you don't like Grease, you can like us.
Except for me.
Except Frankie.
Except
Yeah.
Frankie.
I won't like you.
No one likes him anyway.
I like Frankie.
I like him too.
I tolerate Frankie.
I like him.
I'm gonna
because-
steal this mic.
No, but
And
I
you have no room to be on the show.
I don't like Jersey Boys.
No.
Okay, tell
I-
me why.
I like the real Jersey Boys.
I like the real Jersey Boys as well. I just don't think it should have been a musical.
No.
I have no interest in seeing a musical version of why a band got together.
No, that's like making a fucking musical about one fucking direction.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see it. Nobody.
Yeah.
Everyone already knows.
Okay, here's the difference. People like Frankie Valli. And
People like One Direction.
what was his band?
In the Four Seasons.
The Four Seasons.
You don't
yeah.
even know their
I thought it was the
fucking
Four
band.
Seasons, but I didn't want to fucking mess it up. If people like Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, no one really likes One Direction. Except
People
I like
do.
a couple of their songs.
People do like One Direction.
I do like a couple of their songs.
Except you.
I don't
Yeah.
like One Direction. I like a
Fucking-
couple of their songs.
Fucking stupid.
Listen, okay.
You don't even know.
Okay, I'll bring up one then that I think Ian will like, and he won't get mad at me for.
Okay.
9 to 5.
I love 9 to 5. That's a great show.
9 to 5 is fantastic because 9 to 5 is super hilarious.
It's a really funny show.
None of mine have been serious yet.
Yeah, none of yours have been serious.
I don't like serious musicals. I
I
like
know
to
you
have
don't.
fun when I go to see a musical.
Well, you'll like the musical that I am currently in then. You're gonna have a lot of
I
fun.
love The Drowsy
You're
Chaperone.
gonna yeah, you do love the Drowsy Chaperone.
Drowsy Chaperone is like my second favorite show
Aw.
because
didn't you mention it?
I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Jenna Kane.
Then mention it right now.
I'm gonna mention it right now. I love Drowsy Chaperone because it is a parody of the 1920s, 1930s romantic comedy musicals. And it makes fun of all the tropes that are in those. And even though I love those musicals, I like parodies as well. So the fact that they're just like making fun of it and everything's super melodramatic the entire time when it shouldn't be melodramatic is the best.
I think
It's
you,
almost like a soap opera.
I think you are a parody of a human being because you're not a real human being.
How did you figure it out?
But
Well, that took a turn.
That was kind of good, Ellen. I'm just a little bit proud.
just a little
Just
bit.
a little bit. Thanks.
How'd you figure me out?
I just knew.
Are there musicals that people don't like?
Wait. I want to mention
I
one
feel
movie musical.
what?
I want to mention one movie musical.
One more.
One movie musical.
Okay, go.
Singing in the Rain.
I know you love singing in the
I
rain.
love Singing in the Rain because it's also
1920s.
It's not 1920s. It's 1950s.
Well,
But it's
based on-
basically a 1920s thing. Yeah. It is another romantic comedy musical.
It has Gene Kelly.
And then Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly is from the Pittsburgh area.
He is
so
from Pittsburgh area.
He's my homeboy. And
Mary Poppins.
what?
He wasn't in Mary Poppins.
He was not in Mary
I
Poppins.
know, but I like Mary Poppins.
Shut up. And it has my favorite comedic song and number ever.
Make 'em laugh.
With Make 'em Laugh. No, Make 'em Laugh. Make 'em Laugh is the best because Make 'em
He was
Laugh.
just singing that.
I wasn't just singing Make 'em Laugh. Make 'em Laugh is like the epitome of slapstick comedy and everything that I love about comedic actors.
Nice. Talk about Mary Poppins, since you like Mary Poppins.
I like the music. It makes me happy.
I have a question. Do you like the movie or the musical?
I've only seen the movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen it like live.
The musical's pretty good.
I hate the musical.
You were in it.
I hated it. I enjoyed being in it, but I hate the musical overall.
Okay.
Because the story of Mary Poppins is about George Banks. And I might have talked about this on the Disney film one, but the story of Mary Poppins is about George Banks learning that he needs to be a fucking father to his children
And
and
the
be
musical
with his
takes that
family.
out.
But like the epitome of that is the entire movie. Michael wants to fly a kite with his dad,
Aw.
and at the end, George Banks sings,
You're just
"Let's go
butthurt about
fly a
that.
kite." No, because the musical takes "Let's Go Fly a Kite" and puts it in the middle, and Bert and some random park keeper who doesn't get a name sing the song.
Is that you?
No, I wasn't that. I
You
was,
were the
I was a
police
police officer. But Bert sings the song. Bert sings part of the song in the movie, but the emotional impact from that song is because George is singing it, and he's finally going, "Hey, me and you, Michael, we're gonna be, and my wife and Jane, we're gonna be a family now because I've realized family's more important than work and money and all this." And that's why he sings the song. And that's the whole purpose of the song. To say, "Let's go fly a kite, let's be a family." And then they move it, and Bert sings the song. Who the fuck cares, Bert? You don't have a family. It's not about you, Bert.
Damn.
Maybe he does want one, but guess what? He doesn't have one yet. And it's not about him. The story isn't about Bert. The story isn't even about Mary Poppins. It is about George Banks.
I feel like this plot is like how we started the show with saying how it's not fucktards with Ian, it's shit talking with Ellen. I don't know.
It's not
It just
weirdos
reminded
with
it-
William.
No,
Yeah.
we're talking about it's not about fucking
No,
Bert.
yeah, it's
The
not.
chimney sweep.
Yeah.
The park artist. The fucking vaudevillian that he is.
I liked him.
In the movie, it's great. But
Because
like,
it's Dick Van Dyke doing
it's
a
Dick
horrible
Van Dyke.
British accent.
Yeah. The movie is fantastic. I love the movie. It's
I
one of
like
my
the movie
favorite
too.
Disney movies. But I don't like the musical because it takes away the emotional impact of the story.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
If I want to talk about musicals that we hate, like you've been wanting to.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple more musicals that I thought of
That you like?
yeah.
Okay, go on.
Like I love Cats.
I'm
Cause
allergic
you
to them.
I love Cats.
Same.
Wicked is really good.
Oh my god! Oh, I forgot about Wicked.
Like Wicked's a really
Wicked's
good
one of my
show. I
favorites.
enjoy it. Hairspray really good
Takes place in Baltimore.
because it takes place in Baltimore. That's the only reason why, of
You
course.
take place in Baltimore.
I do.
Congrats.
I have more in my mind.
That's not a musical, I don't think.
Fuck you. Jesus Christ Superstar is a great show.
Yes.
Love that show. That was the first show I ever saw.
It was the first show
Yeah.
you ever saw.
And I was super excited about it, and this was like when Netflix was first a thing, so it only had DVDs. And I begged my mom to get the DVD off of Netflix, and she was like, "You're not gonna like it." I was like, "I like the fucking show, I'm gonna like this." And so we got the DVD, and it was like 5 minutes in, I'm like, "This is terrible for me."
And then I just thought, Rent's pretty good. Rent is pretty good. I have problems with it, but that's another day.
It's the musical episode. What do you mean it's another day?
I'll talk about it in my next episode.
Is it just a Rent episode?
No, it's not just a Rent episode. It'll
Okay.
be during Spoopy Month.
Oh, got the spoops.
Yeah. But anywho.
This is actually coming out during Spoopy Month. So.
Shh. Shh. Anywho. But, yeah, Ellen.
Nothing. I don't know.
I can't.
If you're gonna heavy breathe, do it into the mic.
Wait, let's do a quick throwback to our favorite serial killer of all time. Alan O'Neill.
There needs to be a musical of. There actually is a musical about serial killers. It's called Assassins.
It's not serial killers, it's assassins.
But it's the
Assassins
same
are different.
fucking
You get
name.
paid for it.
Fuck you.
Serial
And also,
killers 'cause they want
that's like
to-
John Wilkes Booth is in that, right? He killed
Yeah.
one person. Not a serial killer.
Well, Charles Manson's in it.
Charles Manson didn't kill. Well, he never actually
No.
killed anyone,
Yeah.
So.
and he wasn't an assassin.
Shh.
Why
But
is he
he's,
in that
but he's in
show?
it. But he's in
He
it.
was a cult leader.
It blurs a lot.
What a
of
weird
lines.
fucking. They should change the title just to Killers.
It blurs the lines.
People
Ooh,
who
that'd be
kill
cool.
other people.
That's too long.
No, it's catchy.
It doesn't roll off the tongue like.
Yeah.
And the winner for Best
People
Musical
who kill other
at this year's
people.
Tony Awards are People Who Kill People in the Musical.
We kill other people.
Oh, You're in Town. You're in Town's a really great musical. I love it.
Yeah, I am in town because I go to fucking school here.
No, urine.
Urine, as in piss.
Gross.
Pee.
Beep.
That's a great show.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, there is pee in town because there's fucking bathrooms around.
Because I'm in town.
And Ellen is pee.
And sometimes I have to pee a lot.
Wow. Thank
Oh,
you for sharing.
Spam a lot. Spam a lot.
Ugh. I don't like spam a lot.
Frankie just threw up.
Spam a lot's
He
so
didn't.
funny.
You know-
Everyone has mentioned all of the musicals I don't like. I don't like spam a lot
Yeah.
because I love Monty Python and the Holy
It's
Grail. Here's the problem: the parts that are original for Spamalot, like that they created, are super good and super funny. The parts that they take from Monty Python do not have the feeling of Monty Python, so it's not as good.
well, that's because just Eric Idle wrote it.
But like, that's the problem. If you're gonna do Monty Python, it needs to feel like Monty Python, and it doesn't feel like Monty Python, so don't do it.
So it needs to be more Monty Python.
No, it needs to be more of original stuff.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Because that original stuff, if they could expand on that, the original stuff is really good, but it depends too much on the Monty Python things, and they're not Monty Python, and it doesn't feel like Monty Python, so it's not as good. It doesn't stand up for me. I think Spamalot's super overrated.
Okay. Fair enough. Jenna,
Hi.
I know you have lots of opinions. What's a show you don't like?
Okay.
Matilda.
I'm Ian Denham and I
Take
hate
it back.
Matilda. I'm kidding. I love Matilda. I think it's a great show.
Never
Okay.
seen it. I've seen the movie. The movie's good.
Movie's
I
great.
love that chocolate cake scene.
Same.
I feel only slightly bad saying this, but I'm going to lump together 3 musicals, but because they are made by the same people, and I feel like they all have the same problem. So the musicals are from Rogers and Hammerstein.
Hammerstein Ballroom in New York.
And
I think I already know which ones you're going to
the
pick.
musicals are The Sound of Music,
Yep.
Oklahoma, and The King and I. And they all...
Frankie had like a violent reaction to when you said Sound of Music
Yeah.
because he was like, my heart.
Yeah.
My heart
Well,
is
Sound of
torn
Music doesn't
asunder.
have as many problems as the other 2 I mentioned, and I only mentioned those 3 because
I'm so sorry this
those-
poor Austrian family got chased by the Nazis, Jenna. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That
that's my
doesn't do it
favorite
for
of
you.
the 3 that I mentioned,
Fucking
mind
Jenna.
you. But like,
Didn't you watch it one night?
I've seen it plenty of times.
You were like Snapchatting me about watching
Yes.
Sound of Music. Why are you watching it if it bothers you so much?
Because I was watching it with my roommate, and she has a pack of Rogers and Hammerstein movies. Because
She
I
has that
haven't seen all of them.
collection.
Yeah, she has a collection.
Oh, I love that collection. I also have that
But
collection.
yeah, so like I've only seen those 3 and Cinderella.
I love
But
Cinderella.
Cinderella is better and it doesn't have the same issue. But so the issue I have with them is that their storylines are just crazy. Sound of Music less so, because you can actually understand what the fuck is going on.
I'm so sorry the Nazis were a real thing.
Wow.
That's a true story. What do you mean the story
Well, so was
is
fucking
crazy?
Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a thing.
Oklahoma's a state. I doubt the story was true.
Most of it was probably based off of actual
I need
events.
to
It
breathe
probably
into the
wasn't
mic
all.
so Frankie doesn't yell at me.
That's not a breathe, that's a moan.
I needed to do it into the mic.
Why is it super sexual?
No, that wasn't super sexual. That was super like, shut the fuck up. You know?
You should have said shut the fuck up then. That made it better.
No, the point was that they know that
Had
that
to
was the
read
kind
into the
of
song.
moan it was.
Was
All right.
Anyway, back to the Nazis.
no.
Nancy kills.
Nazis.
But like, okay, so like, I feel like Oklahoma deals with this problem the most out of all three, and where it's just like you're introduced to so many characters so quickly, and you're expected to fall in love with them over the course of like 2 songs, and then they try to make something out of it, and it just seems like it's going fucking nowhere, and there's no like real conflict in, especially in The King and I. There's like no conflict in The King and I, and it bothers the hell out of me because I was like, this is just like a TV show
Basically.
made for children
It could be a
who
TV
don't need
show.
a moral. But like it's just they're a pain to watch. Like once a good song comes on, you're like, yay! But then once the song is over
You
and it
only
goes into
watch-
fucking dialogue, you're just like, ugh.
You only watch The King and I for Shall We Dance.
Yeah, really.
And the part where they just dance.
And
around
their
the room.
costumes
Yeah,
are really
their costumes
nice.
are really nice.
But like it's and like the adorable small children too. But
The
like
small Asian children.
yes, they're so cute. But like it's just so confusing to watch because you lose interest
Yeah.
through all the dialogue. So like whenever there's not music, you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Also, Oklahoma is boring.
It is. It's really.
It's just so boring.
I mean, the only character that is fun there is the aunt. I forget her name because I only just saw it yesterday.
Aunt Eller.
Yes, she's the best. She's my spirit animal.
Well, the farmer and the cowboy should be friends.
Sing it. Holds gun up to head. She is the greatest.
She is
but
the best.
She's the only part.
She's the
only
only
thing
good
that's
character in that show.
About and like the one girl who is like in love with 2 people.
Yeah.
She has horrible songs, and like I hate that she's like meant to sing horribly.
Yeah.
It's so sad. But anyway, that's my rant for the day.
I mean, I already talked about how I hate Jersey Boys. Jersey Boys is really one of the few only. I mean, there's probably more that I'm like. Jersey Boys, I think, is like the only one that I inherently hate.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man because it's fucking Spider-Man.
Pretty much.
And we didn't need that. But like, other than that, I don't hate musicals. Like, I just have like, it's not for me.
I
or it's
thought
like,
of
I just
another
don't
one.
like it. It's just not my fan. No, I hate The Last 5 Years. I hate The Last 5 Years. That's the one.
Never
I
heard
hate.
of that.
I thought of another one that I love hate.
Okay.
Shrek the musical. Like it's such a bad musical, but it's so bad that it's good.
I actually
it's,
really
it's,
love
it's
it
one
as a
of those
musical.
musicals.
I'm thinking we're gonna have to take a vote on whether Jenna can stay on the show.
All right, bye.
Why?
She disrespected Shrek.
It's Shrek the fucking musical though.
It's still Shrek.
Oh my god.
I mean, it doesn't have All Star in it, which it was.
Yeah, which is the worst part.
But it has I'm a Believer, so.
It does. And
It's
I
a good
mean, like,
musical. I enjoy it.
I love Lord Farquaad in it. Like and like the little dance he does because
Yeah.
like he's on his knees like on his costume and like
Yeah.
he does his little dance and it's actually really impressive.
A little tap number.
But like it's just so dumb.
That is also on Netflix. We need to watch
It
that.
is. That's how I saw it. Emily.
And
showed
I
me
went.
it.
I went.
I'm
taking
shouting
notes.
at Emily so much, and I haven't really acknowledged it. Hi, Emily. I love you.
I've never actually watched the musical. I just.
I've never
It's
watched it.
hilarious.
We're gonna watch it. We're
Let's
just
do it.
make a list of musicals that we need to watch.
All right,
Sweeney
Emily and I
Todd,
already have a list of like
Sweeney Todd,
all the
Shrek.
movies we need.
Just with this group. Sweeney Todd, Shrek. Let's add Rent to it because I feel like everybody needs to watch Rent.
I don't really want to watch Ren
Can
again.
I freaking open
Did you watch it already?
I've seen it on Netflix.
document?
Terrible.
Yeah.
The movie version.
Yeah,
At
the
least
movie
I haven't seen
version
the live
sucks.
action. Or like the live action. The stage, but
It's coming to Pittsburgh, so.
okay. I thought of a musical I hate. Another one.
Okay. Well, Ellen hasn't had a chance.
Oh, Ellen,
Yeah,
do you
fuck
hate any
off.
musicals?
Okay, there's one I have a problem with. The Addams Family. Okay, listen,
Preach it, Ellen.
hold up. Disclaimer, I love the Addams Family movies.
No.
I really do. But it's just like, I saw it at my hometown State Theater production thing. And I was just like, I was disappointed. I was. Because I'm like, I feel like the Addams Family has a certain,
Charm.
yes, and quality and kind of tone about it. And I feel like it just
Yeah. Okay.
wasn't there.
Yeah. I mean,
As
that
a
could also be
musical.
for that production.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could be biased, but just, I don't know. It's weird as a musical, I think. Because it's like, they're so, like, dark. Like, they don't, like.
I mean, they're not dark per se. They're just kooky.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
right?
they're
They're
just
creepy
weird.
and they're kooky.
So they're not like dark. Like they're not like I want to chop off all the heads of normal people.
Yeah.
Like they're just like let me do my thing. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's my thing.
I love the music from that show a lot.
Mhm.
Actually,
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit them.
the story
yeah,
is
it's
just
weird
meet the
for me.
parents with
Yeah.
the Addams Family.
Yeah.
It's just this book could be a little bit better, but
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. I understand.
But other than that, I love the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Like, that's my shit.
Yeah, me too. Frankie,
Alright, I thought of a musical I don't like.
do I like it?
I don't know if you like it or not.
If you say fucking Matilda, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Matilda! No, I don't like
Too.
9. Now here's the thing. Let me go through my litany of problems. with
So,
9.
first of all, disclaimer, we saw 9 last year because our school did it as
Let
our
me-
musical.
Let me go through my litany of problems with 9. The music is good.
Yeah, the music is
It's
really
not.
good. You saw it, right, Jen?
However,
Oh.
However,
you did.
it doesn't work because it is based on the movie 8.5. Now, the reason the movie is called 8.5 is that the director of the film had done before this. He considered this work as 8.5 film because he did some like collaborations and short films that he only considered to be like half films. So he considered this one to be his 8.5 film. So he called it 8.5.
And it's a good film.
And it's basically a retrospective on his life, where the main character's a director, and he's torn between all of these women in his life, and he's trying to find a way to make a movie, and he can't. And it's really good. And it seems dramatic from like the plot summary, but it's not. Because on every camera, I forget the name of the director, but who made it, but on every camera he posted on there, remember, this is a comedy. It's actually a super funny film. It's a comedic film. And then someone saw it, the person who wrote 9 saw it, and said, this would be great. Let's add music to it. And now this is reason number 1 why I hate it. It's the most people who think of theater, like who don't like theater, they say theater's like pretentious.
This is the show that
This
they're
is the
talking
show
about.
that they're talking about because they called it 9 because he said adding music to 8.5 was almost like adding another half of a film. So they called it 9. Has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
It's just that. So it's super pretentious, the title. And then all of the music added to it and the story, it loses everything that's funny about 8.5, and it just becomes a drama with comedy in it instead of a comedy with drama in it. And so it loses its soul from the transition. I hate 9 so much. If 8.5 didn't exist, 9 would be a great musical. But because 8.5 exists and that's what it's based on, and it loses all of its soul, it's terrible. I hate it. The music's super fun. It is. It's super fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
The music's super great. but then the story is just too dramatic.
I just think because I think because of the production that we saw, that's why we don't like it as much.
I've seen other things on YouTube of it,
Okay.
and I don't like it because it's too dramatic.
Okay, because I've seen other clips and it's pretty fucking funny, so I just think it depends.
Maybe it does. I just don't like 9.
But yeah, I like it. It just needs to be done well, I feel.
Ian, you and I make it funny when we make jokes about the songs.
Oh my god, yeah. Every day.
Like the best song of that whole show is "Be Italian."
Be Italian.
And by being Italian, you just gotta talk like an Italian, which is you just move your hands a lot.
Yeah.
And you're Italian.
You do the thing. You know what thing I'm talking about. You do the meme. Not that. That's finger popping your asshole.
That's great. This is great for our audio listeners who
Yeah, I know.
can't see what our hands are doing.
Well, now they know that we're finger popping assholes.
It's better this way. It's better that they know.
All right. Is there anything else we want to say about our favorites or least favorites?
Music is pretty.
Thanks.
So
Shut up, Jenna.
I just wanted to
Shut up.
make Ian feel
I
like
wanna
he was loved.
say something.
Thank you.
I think that the most overrated and suckiest musical ever to exist is Matilda.
Is what?
Matilda.
All right. So to end my little musical segment before we go into your rants, Ellen, I thought I would tell you guys all the musicals that will be coming to Broadway, just to spark interest in a possible field trip we may want to take. And I just want to get your reactions to them. Okay? All right?
Yes.
So,
Fucking tell me.
Number
I
1.
want to know.
Matilda 2.
Oh my god, no, I would not see that. I hate sequels.
as do I. So
Doesn't
I take
Phantom
it.
of the Opera have a sequel?
Yes, Phantom of the
Yes,
Opera has a sequel.
it's-
We don't talk about it.
No, it's not.
No, it exists. Andrew Lloyd
It doesn't
Webber.
fucking exist.
Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote a sequel to Phantom of the Opera. Everyone watch
No!
it. Read it. Everyone read about it.
That was
Read it.
horrible.
It's
Don't do it. Don't murder yourself, please.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is called The Band's Visit, and it follows the story of an Egyptian police band that arrives in Israel to play a concert.
Ooh.
And unlikely relationships form, and a mix-up leaves them stranded.
super bored already.
Right? We have a production of a very popular musical from the 90s called Once on This Island, which, if you do you remember the song We Dance?
Dude, is that the one where we dance and talks about the gods?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
I love
that musical.
song. I'll go just for that song and then leave.
Yeah, it's the opening song, so.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
So, yeah, and it's having Alex Newell of Glee fame, if
I
you
hate
remember Unique, the big. Me too. We had to take a pause. So, yeah, Once on This Island will be coming back to Broadway. It's going to be its first revival, so
Ooh.
cool. Okay, this next one I'm really excited about, and I can't wait for your opinions. It's the SpongeBob SquarePants musical
Oh my god. Yes.
coming to Broadway. It had its original premiere in Chicago
Please.
and will be on Broadway this fall.
Please, I've only wanted this one thing in my life. I'll never ask for anything ever again. I gotta go
That's
see
a
this
lie.
musical.
We need to go see it. I want to see this. It is apparently very good. So,
I'd see that. I like SpongeBob.
yeah, it has like it also has like a bunch of different people that wrote the music. So like Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco.
Oh, he wrote some of those songs?
Yeah, David Bowie, the late David Bowie, John Legend, Cyndi Lauper, Sarah Bareilles.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of them wrote songs for this musical. So there is more musicals. There is a musical of Jimmy Buffett songs called Escape to Margaritaville.
I love Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I want to see that. I love Jimmy Buffett.
No, we're gonna go see SpongeBob.
I mean, we
Jimmy
could go see
Buffett.
Fuck
SpongeBob.
Jimmy
We can see both. We can see both.
How dare you disrespect Jimmy Buffett?
You disrespected Matilda.
We have a revival of the classic musical My Fair Lady, which is a great musical. This isn't a musical, but it's a play, but it's relevant because I know y'all are nerds.
We're talking about musicals. So.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is going to Broadway.
I heard that was pretty shite, actually.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. I mean, I hear it looks great. So,
That's fair.
there's, speaking of Rodgers and Hammerstein, Carousel is coming back on Broadway. I know, you don't
Is
like it.
that show just like people riding merry-go-round
Yep.
on stage?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I'd watch that.
And then coming to Broadway in February, Frozen.
No.
Kill me now!
I've seen videos of Let It Go. It looks really good.
No, it doesn't.
It looks really good.
No. I'd rather not.
I want to see it.
Do you know what musical I'm excited
Rather watch
for?
Matilda.
What?
Anastasia.
It's already on Broadway.
It is?
Yeah.
God, I don't know
Fucking-
what time is. But okay, like
It's
I
10:28.
know there's a lot of like controversy behind Anastasia, but it's
Because she died?
Yeah.
because they don't like that they're like making fun of their culture. But anyway, it's still like,
Yeah, I wouldn't appreciate that either.
it's still so beautiful because like it's not really like making fun of what happened. It's saying, whoa, what if she really
Was
did
alive.
survive?
What if
And
she
like
was alive?
What would like actually happen?
Yeah.
So like it was just like a theory.
And it's apparently really, really good, so I'd
Yeah,
want to see it.
I've seen like previews of it. It looks awesome. I'm like I
Yeah.
saw like all the costumes. I'm like, ah.
And then here are more musicals that don't have an official opening on Broadway, but are likely to come to Broadway. So we have The Cher Show, which is a musical with all of Cher's music.
Oh.
And her,
I
and her
thought
life
it
story.
was
Time.
S-H-A-R-E. I was like,
I don't have
what?
time for that.
We have Beetlejuice.
Is Michael Keaton doing it?
Maybe.
No.
Oh, I also know for a fact that there is a musical version of King Kong going to Broadway.
Really?
Yes.
I would love to see King Kong
The musical originally premiered in Australia, and it has a giant King Kong puppet. It looks really good.
Oh my god, I love puppets. That's a musical we didn't talk about. Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that's a great show.
I love Little Shop of Horrors because of the puppet. That would be my ideal role because I wouldn't have to see anybody. I could just like sit backstage and be the puppet.
And more importantly, no one would be able to see you.
Exactly, I'm hideous.
More other musicals that could be on Broadway. The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh God.
Nobody? Devil Wears Prada.
Simon Baker was in that movie.
Yeah.
I've heard
I like the
very
movie.
little about it.
I like
great
Simon
movie.
Baker. Is he gonna be in the musical? Probably not, so I won't see it.
Dreamgirls.
Wasn't that already a musical?
Yeah, it was
I thought
already a
it
musical,
was.
but it could come back.
Okay.
Amber Riley from Glee as Effie, Jennifer Hudson's
I
role.
don't know what that is. I hated Glee. I watched one episode
I
and stopped.
hated Glee too.
She was the big
I never watched one.
black girl in it, so yeah.
There was a kid in a wheelchair. That's what I remember.
There was a kid in a
Jane
wheelchair.
Lynch was there. She was the best.
I love Jane Lynch.
There's a musical called The Flamingo Kid.
What the fuck is that?
Apparently, it's about it's a musical about a guy, like a little 13-year-old coming out as gay.
Same.
Oh, that sounds good.
A revival of the musical Gypsy with Imelda Staunton from Harry Potter.
Who?
Who's the professor that everybody hates at Hogwarts?
Dolores Umbridge.
Yes, her.
Oh.
But she's a good actor.
But people hate her.
Because of her role.
Yeah.
Because of her acting.
But the thing is, you get kind of stuck in that role if people don't accept you.
It's true.
Then you're not a true theater fan.
Then you're
'Cause
not
you
a
gotta
person
move
'cause you're
past their
stupid.
most famous role, and you gotta appreciate the role that they're playing in the
Yep.
current show. You pleb.
Then we have.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was sitting next to a thespian.
I'm right here. I am a thespian. Awkward silence. Anywho, then we have Mean Girls, the musical.
Oh God,
That's
fucking! I'd rather.
Watch Matilda.
I swear to God, Frankie.
I'd rather be bathed in
I'm excited for where this is going.
okay, there's a tub full of glue and sticky tacks. I'd rather be bathed in that while Satan ass rapes me and while CJ talks to me. That's what I'd rather do than see Mean Girls the musical. The musical
Dude,
of
no.
Mean Girls.
But it's like Shrek the musical though. It's so bad that it's good.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because it's premiering in October in
Well, no,
DC.
isn't there a Mean Girls musical?
It's being made right now.
What?
Tina Fey's making it right now.
On Tina Fey.
I'll watch it if it's Tina Fey. I love Tina
Yeah,
Fey.
Tina Fey is.
Yeah. Because Tina Fey wrote the movie, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm fucking
Just
stupid.
letting you guys know. There's another
Is
movie.
Lindsay Lohan as a crack addict gonna be in the
I
movie?
hope so. I hope so. Then we have a musical called The Prom, which is about a high school lesbian couple fighting for their right to attend prom.
I was hoping it would be like a horror movie.
I heard lesbians and I'm in.
I thought it'd be a horror movie about prom, where people get stabbed at the prom.
That would also be fun.
There is, do you know the movie Roman Holiday from Cole Porter, who also wrote Anything Goes?
I don't know.
It's becoming a
Roman
musical.
Holiday.
It's going to be becoming a musical, so it's coming this fall, so be ready. Sherlock Holmes.
Robert Downey Jr. Love.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like, is he gonna be in it?
I don't know. Soul Train.
So like the show?
Yeah.
They're just gonna do a show.
The musical followed the life and career of the host Don Cornelius,
Okay.
with such hits as Proud Mary.
He hosted Soul Train.
Yeah.
Ellen.
I've never.
It was a show that showcased black music, Motown music.
I never watched it.
We have Summer, the Donna Summer musical.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Donna Summers?
You don't know who Donna Summer is?
Fucking.
Ooh, you uncultured swine.
I might know her if you like pointed her out to me, or she told me what she was in, but I don't.
And finally, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh my god.
A musical.
Yes.
A musical.
Why
I
are they
believe
doing
so.
this? Is one of my favorite books.
It's either going to be a play or a musical. I think it's going to be a musical.
It better be a play, not a musical. I don't want songs. I don't want fucking Atticus Finch
Dancing.
singing and dancing.
What's the
Do you
matter with
know-
this racist? This racist.
That would be awesome though.
No, it wouldn't. Boo Radley
can't-
singing and dancing.
I can't see it.
All the racists having a racist song and dance.
No, but
They will.
I can totally
What?
imagine
They will
it
have a
being
racist
like.
song and dance. They will have multiple of
Of
them.
course they will. It's fucking To Kill a
But
Mockingbird.
I don't want to see that. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the artistic
Then
integrity.
Don't fucking watch it.
Don't make it.
No, they need to make it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm too hyped for this. If it's gonna be bad, like I'm gonna be so
I
sad.
have to reconsider my friendship with Jenna at this moment.
Wow.
All right, so we considered we're still friends.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie dear. You're wrong.
You've been around me too much because you're saying honey and sweetie
Yeah, I know.
dear.
Sweetie dear.
Oh, sweetie Tom.
I was just thinking
Oh.
that. Oh, sweetie dog.
Get me a revival. There's actually, have you,
Oh,
Jenna,
God,
you would
yes.
find this interesting. Have you heard of this revival of Sweeney Todd where it actually takes place in a pie shop?
Where Johnny Depp is in it and
Really?
Yeah, it's like a very
Johnny
like
Depp is all the
immersive
characters.
production.
one man show.
It takes place in a bake shop.
I would absolutely do that.
Isn't he the fucking barber?
Yes.
Yeah, but it takes
Yes.
place down. But there's
Why
also,
would it be in a fucking
It's in a meat pie
bakery?
shop. It's meat pies.
Why would
It's
it-
meat
Because
pies.
they do.
made out of human stuff.
I understand that. He's a barber.
There's a
The
barber
barber
shop
shop
upstairs.
Yeah,
Of a bakery.
He comes to town, meets
That
the
doesn't
lady
seem
who runs the
sanitary.
pie
Of a
shop,
bakery.
Doesn't seem
and moves
sanitary.
in.
It's London in like
It's not supposed
Yeah.
to.
the
They're okay.
17,
First of all,
1800s.
it's not sanitary because they're eating human flesh. And it's. Have you ever seen the movie? It's. Oh well, we already talked about that. No, you haven't. But it's disgusting in there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so Sweeney Todd. It's off Broadway, but it's still Broadway.
Do you think Johnny Depp would still like show
No.
up? But like he did the Pirates of the Caribbean thing.
Whoopi
Maybe.
Goldberg
I
showed
think-
up for Lion King, so.
Really?
Whoopi Goldberg also
I
wrote
think-
it.
No,
Oh,
I've never
she was
seen
also
the,
in
I've never
Sister
seen the
Act.
live action.
During one of the productions of Lion King, Whoopi on Broadway, Whoopi Goldberg showed up and like swung on a fucking rope.
She did that with Aladdin as well, where she
Yeah,
played
I
the
saw
genie.
that. I saw that.
Another great musical on Broadway.
Aladdin's actually a good musical though.
Aladdin's
They
a good
add
one.
some good stuff to it.
Yeah.
Unlike Mary Poppins.
They
which
add things that
ruined
make
things.
sense.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins only has one redeeming quality, and it's that fucking scary ass toy scene.
That's such a great scene. Although the original song was so much better.
Which
than,
was
like,
my
the playing the game.
Oh.
There was an original song called Temper Temper, which was so much scarier.
I like playing the game because I got to be a creepy clown when we did it, a creepy like court jester, and so that was super fun.
You are a creepy clown.
Thank you.
Well, friends, that was the musical episode.
So now we go to two of our favorite segments. Jenna.
What?
I heard you tried a cereal.
You did?
I heard you tried Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
So, Jenna, if you would like to give the audience what they want, what they crave,
What do they want?
your review.
They want Crave.
Oh.
Your
I
review
already did that.
of Fruity Pebbles.
It tasted exactly like Fruit Loops, but I didn't like the size of it, like with the Rice Krispies. I prefer circles rather than dust.
Then Pebbles.
Oh, you
No,
tried
like,
Pebbles. I don't
dust.
like Pebbles.
It's fucking
I like
dust.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Dust.
Cocoa Pebbles are
Alright.
great.
Ashes,
Yeah,
ashes,
I
dust to
like
dust.
Fruity Pebbles, but I feel you.
Yeah.
I prefer Cocoa
I just don't like that
There's
style of cereal.
There's no substance, basically.
You have no substance.
You're right.
Cocoa Pebbles is better because it's chocolate, and chocolate is always better.
But then you compare it to Cocoa Puffs, and you're like, fuck Pebbles.
True.
No, the
It's
Pebbles are
fucking
better.
dust.
No, I do like the Pebbles with
I mean, it's
chocolate.
like Cocoa Krispies and Rice Krispies.
Did you like that wording?
I like that a lot.
It still turns your milk into chocolate milk.
Yeah.
All right, so give grade for Fruity Pebbles.
C minus.
C minus.
That's about right.
So
Yeah.
better than Rice Krispies.
Anything's better than
Yeah,
Rice
because they were
Krispies.
fruity, and the Rice Krispies was just blah, blah, blah.
That's a description of a flavor.
Yeah.
So we have Fruity Pebbles. We had Jenna's cereal grade, and we're coming now near the end of that. We're running low on cereals for Jenna to try. Maybe we'll bring it back whenever we find some cereals and we want to actually purchase them, but that's doubtful.
What's the top one?
So far right now, Cookie Crisp is number 1 with an A, and Corn Pops is in the bottom with an F minus. We'll go through the whole list once we reach the end again, but
You're still saving cinnamon.
Toast Crunch for the final.
Okay.
Unless now we will if other cereals we want to buy for her.
I'm not buying shit.
I know,
And
I
we
don't
wanna
want to
bring
buy
them in.
things.
I don't
for
wanna
you.
buy-
We don't make money.
Just kidding.
So Ellen, now our traditional ending for season 2. It's time for you to take the mic and rant.
Don't actually take
It's
the
time
mic,
for
though.
Ellen
It's
O'Neill's
very
rants.
expensive.
Ha!
Is that
Okay.
our
I said don't take the mic!
It's my time to shine. Okay. So for today's rant,
Is it what you showed me, or are you saving that?
no, I'm gonna save that until we discuss more about when we should do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's a special
That's
topic.
a special rant.
Okay, but I want to do it before we do it. Gotcha?
Gotcha.
All right. So do you know what I hate? All right. What really grinds my gears?
Frankie!
Yeah, but I'm not gonna rant about you.
Oh.
That's
Cause-
what the show is.
It's like if I rant about it's stupid to rant about you because I'll just tell you things
But we
that
just
I
did
hate
an
about
episode,
you.
an hour and a half of Ellen ranting about me, so.
Okay, but yeah, see? Okay. So, if I'm doing something or if I want to be alone and people just come in and interrupt me with their voices and their faces and their stupid things.
I'm sorry, Ellen, are you talking about when I walk past your door and knock on it unnecessarily?
No, because I don't even hear that most of the time, to be
Well,
honest
most of
with
the time
you.
I just use my nails in case you're sleeping. Because I usually do it early in the morning. And I don't know if you're
Anyhow.
I don't hear it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep doing it then. Gradually louder.
No, I'll kill you. I'll actually kill
Eventually
you.
bringing a sledgehammer.
Then I'll go to your door and do stuff to it. Sexual things.
Whoa! Alright. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a door.
That's
Yes.
kinky.
To the door. You'd be like,
Oh
no.
my god, what was that face?
This is why I wish we had
It's gonna be
video.
animated.
Okay.
I wish we had video.
I do too. This is what I'm saying.
This is why I'm doing animations.
Okay, my rant is that we don't have videos. Okay, but no, my rant, okay, so I'll give you an example. When I had roommates freshman year, I'm not gonna mention
You
names,
are gonna mention it. I'm kidding, you're not.
but Ian already knows who I'm talking about. Were you my roommate,
No,
Frankie?
but I know who it is.
Okay, do you know? Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes I would just be laying in bed watching Netflix, and then this lady would come up and just start talking to me. And I would be like, you know? But it's like, I didn't want to be mean. So, like, I had to just take it. I just took it like a woman,
Why
you
does
know?
you not want to be mean? You always want to be mean.
You're mean to me every day.
Because you deserve
But I
it.
didn't, yeah, because you deserve it. But she, I don't think, did, because I had to live with her.
But you're ranting about it. It was angering enough that you had to rant about it.
Because it's been years later.
Yeah, and it's still a reoccurring thing. Not by the same person, but you know what I'm saying.
It's me.
Yeah, definitely.
Do I know what you're saying?
You know what, Jenna?
I'm not sure I do. I'm sorry. I just want to be clear. What are you saying? Ellen, could you please run that back to me? Ellen. Bueller.
Jenna? I'm gonna have to ask you to shut the fuck up right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah, so so I fucking hate that because it's just like you're sitting there and these people are here and it's just like you could feel inside your blood is boiling and you just want to rip off your skin and throw it at them. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
I was with you up to that point.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're saying here at all.
I've never wanted to.
legit.
I never wanted to throw my skin at somebody.
Well, I do. That's a common thought in my head.
Why are you a freak?
I just do. And it's like, yeah, that's just what happens. And like, you know when you see babies or puppies that are really fucking cute, but you just get these urges to fucking punch them in the face?
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
No!
Like, they're so cute, and I'm just like, oh my god! You know what I mean? Because I
No, I don't know what you mean.
well,
Is this still the same rant? What happened? Did we change topics?
yeah. It's just, I'm just going.
I don't even know if this is a rant anymore.
I'm just talking about things now that I often think about. But that's the thing. Or even grown people. Grown people who I find attractive, I just want to punch them. And sometimes I have urges to punch people when they don't deserve to be punched. You know what I mean? Like one time Frankie was just sitting there and I was just like, I just want to fucking deck you. Like, I just want to fucking.
And she looks at me in the eyes and goes, you know, I just want to deck you right now.
One time, oh my god, I was in class with Neil, okay? And I looked at him, it was the end of class, and I was like, what would you do if I just snapped your neck right now?
He's probably like, I'd be okay with it.
No, he was just like, I'm fucking done and left. But like, sometimes even when I'm home, I'll just look at my sister and just punch her in the face.
Oh my god. That's a big leap from like wanting to punch someone in the face to like just fucking doing it and like no warning.
This went well. This was a great rant sesh. I don't know what you were fucking ranting about, but you ranted.
I don't know. The rant changed midway through.
Yeah.
It did. Because more things come into my head, and then I speak
Do you
about
just
them.
speak without thinking? Do you
Yes.
just start saying words and hope?
Frankie,
that
Sometimes.
Frankie,
you set
that's the
people from?
obvious answer is yes.
Sometimes.
Do you know how
Sometimes.
unprofessional we are? That's what we do all
See,
day,
okay,
right?
here's another thing to rant about. When we talk about being professional, this was not a project to be professional about.
Professional.
Professional about. This was a project so we can fucking do shit and say things on our mind and just be like, no. That is what this is about, not about professionalism, because we all know in the Seton Hill community, and even outside of the Seton Hill community, we are unprofessional pieces of shit. Okay? That's who we are. That's what we embody. You know? It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Live it, okay? Just fucking empower it. Just fucking wear it. Like, strut it up. Strut the piece of shit that we all are. Okay? Walk through these halls knowing that. Okay? It's okay. We're great pieces of shit, though. It's fine. It's nothing to be ashamed about. I know it. Frankie knows it.
Don't. Don't put mine. I'm not associated with anything you just said.
You are.
I'm not.
You're in this group. It's all right. You're doing great. You will do great in life. Okay? You all will. I have faith in you. I believe in you all. You're gonna live great lives.
Is this now where you become a motivational speaker? What is
Yes. Yes. You guys are gonna be happy and,
God, I wish this was a video.
have some little animals. maybe have some cute babies that you might want to punch. You never know. You never know what life will lead. All right?
My stomach hurts so
So
bad.
I'm just gonna let you know that everything is okay. And rant. For now.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how we're gonna wrap this up.
I feel like that was like a 15-minute rant. You cannot tell me that wasn't a 15-minute rant.
Yeah, that probably
I don't
was.
know how we're gonna wrap this episode up.
Oh,
like
Lord.
this. Bye, I'm Jenna.
Shut up, Jenna. We're not wrapping up yet.
We're at an hour and a half.
You're cutting
Yeah, it's
stuff.
like 11.
That doesn't mean we still
And
haven't been here
here's
for an
how
hour
we're
and a
gonna
half.
wrap it up. Bye, I'm Jenna.
Frankie, you want to
Someone go next.
Bye, I'm Jenna.
Okay, listen, you guys. This has been a great episode. Even though that rant, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it happened, and you know what? We keep going, and
You
yeah.
know, laughter is the best medicine. The most important thing is that you laugh.
because he just wants to go.
I am, I'm happy. I just need. Bye, everyone.
All right, you guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your neighbors, your pets, your dog, punch them. You know what to do.
No! Okay, alright.
Hey, I don't advocate for animal abuse.
Let me
I'm
jump
just
in
saying the thought may occur.
Let me jump in now. Like,
Listen to
comment,
Ellen.
subscribe, send us an email at.
STWEcrew@gmail.com.
Follow us on Snapchat.
Nobody understood what you said.
Follow us on Snapchat at Shit Talkin Crew.
No, just shit
So
talk.
just at Shit Talkin SHITTALKIN. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Like this post on Facebook. Like the video on YouTube. Comment on the video on YouTube. What are your favorite musicals? What are your least favorite musicals? Send us fan mail. Send us fan questions.
Have you ever had the
Q&A.
urge to punch someone?
Send me things to rant about.
Send Ellen things to rant about. Send Ellen topics.
Let's
and
be
we'll see if she can
relatable.
rant.
I can relate.
Oh, my eyeliner.
And that's it for today, folks. So I'm Ian.
I'm Frankie.
I'm Jenna.
I'm